Hey everybody, this is Jim from Cropley's Lawn and Garden Center in Bolton. I wanted to do a short little video on seed starting. The method I'm using is the way my father used to do it, so it's a little old-fashioned, but it's always worked. Basically, I fill the tray with some seed starting soil, I moisten it up, and then what I do is I find an old piece of cardboard and I kind of just make a little trough. And here I'm going to take my tomato seeds. And I'm going to work them in there. I'm going to just drop them in, each little one. There's my tomatoes, and I leave a lot of space in between them on my flat. Then I'm going to make another one. And here I have peppers. I like the multicolored peppers because I can use them in salads and all that other kind of nice things. It adds a lot of color. And I do the same thing. I just get a little seeds and I kind of drop them in further apart so they're not too close, so when you transplant them you don't rip them apart. I typically do not do them in little pots. I start my plants first, then I transplant them. And then a little further over, I'm going to do my spinach. These are the three crops that I start early. Typically you want to start your seeds 5 to 6 weeks before the frost-free date. Typically around here that's first week, second week of May. So I'm going to do my my little spinach here, and the spinach I go a little heavier. And if you look at the seed packets on the back of them, it always tells you how deep. Typically it's 2 to 3 times the depth of the seed. So most of the time that's like about 1/4 of an inch. Then what I like to do is I don't like to put the seed starter over it. I get some vermiculite, which is very fine. And again, I use my little piece of cardboard here. I pour it in the cardboard, turn it around, and then I just kind of shake it and cover the seeds with that. So 2 things that does. One, the vermiculite absorbs the water. It's very light, and when I go to take them apart, when I go to transplant them, they come apart real easy. And again, you want to cover that seed about 1/4 of an inch. And that's a start of mine. Then what I typically do is I mist them up really good. Sometimes I cover them with a piece of plastic to help them germinate, to keep the moisture in there. But we sell these fancy little tops that are really kind of neat by Jiffy, and I just put that right over the top, and that seals it in. I'll leave it in the greenhouse. I'll probably check the water every day, but I don't want to overwater them. But you know, you'll see the moisture build up on the top of that, and then when they start to germinate, when they usually get about 2 leaves, 3 leaves, that's when you'll transplant them. So hopefully this project will work, and then when we do the transplanting, I'll show you that then. Again, we have tons of seed starting soil, all different types of pots, and we're in our pansy house. We just got our first shipment of pansies, and they're looking really beautiful. Thank you very much, and stay safe.